Hello, this time I will review some Bockingford paper. I used this Bockingford sketchbook from a long time ago when I lived in New Zealand. The English culture is more popular rather than in America. So I could experience for some the products from the made in UK one. So generally in the shop, the art shop, they sold that the booking for the sketchbook. So I used it the 150. Actually, it was not enough for the watercolor paints. That when I bought it about 20 years ago, but that quality is still nice. And then sometimes I just still use that blank one for the swatch. The color is very vibrant, and something is just I practiced 20 years ago, and that is just a newly just use it as a swatch paper. And so I used it, and there is more that type of that one is a sketch pad. That one is used in my daughter in Australia. That is also popular here. So I would like to introduce the Bockingford papers. Last time I just compared with the Bockingford paper with the when I bought the bulky the cotton the practicing papers because that is a similar thing and similar price. So I introduced, but that is more important. So I would like to take time to review and share my experience with you. And the booking for the in the sketchbook that is a 150. At the time there is a thicker one, but the one I just only use this one as I really beginner. And um, so this time I just bought the 190 GSM loose one from the online shop. So I will just show 190. But this one is from here. So the when I just use this swatch one, the color is very vibrant on this paper. Even though that one is a pulp, not the cotton, but the quality is nice. So there is no piling or some when I just the lift up, that one is good. That one is the Winsor & Newton Pro swatch. The color is very nice, and also this one is a Kotman tube sets swatch. The tube, so the one is color is very strong. Some people just say the Kotman color is very weak rather than that the professional one, but I didn't notice that the difference between them. I think there may be the tube, but I don't know if I just mix it. There may be the different behavior or not. I don't know. As far as I know, the Winsor & Newton Pro, when I just mixed the color, that is still very vibrant. Anyway, I just practice a lot, and then I just use the back end for the notes or some also practicing. This is a 190. This is from this sketchbook 150, and this is the 150 sketchbook. Last time I just practiced the skin tone. The one is very softly just dispersed. So I like this even though there is no serious through, and we can just practice some on the back and the side. And this time I bought more Bockingford paper to test it. That one is 190 GSM, and I bought them the $3.5 per sheet. That one is non-cotton, but I think that is not cute. That is not same with the other paper or the Kent paper. That is really stably just to work on the watercolor. So, but I don't know the back side and the front side, the difference between them. So I just tried both sides I think that maybe the front, and then I just swatch for the color is very vibrant. And I think that maybe the back side, and this one is very famous YouTuber. He just always testing the papers like this way, so I followed one. And also I tried both sides. There may be the front and there may be the back side, but actually their behavior almost similar and no difference between them. I didn't lift, and lift up is same, and the color is more, there is a little bit but a little bit different, but anyway, that is always different for the, even though the same side. Yeah, behavior is naturally spread. So that one is Bockingford 190 review. I just only show the price, but that one is just a reference between the difference between the brand by brand, because all the shops has a different price, and then time by time it's very fluctuated. Anyway, that one is for the 190, and this is 300 GSM Bockingford C cold press. That price is around $5.30, a little bit expensive. That is yeah, this one is very thick and this one is very thin. And this is similar with the other R-share or some Roy 300 GSM, so I will compare with them. Anyway, that one is, but I don't know the difference between the front and back end, and it's almost similar. The there is no the mark here, so the R-share or the Roy had a mark. But here in the Bockingford paper has no mark. And I tried 300 GSM. This is I think the front side, and I tested it same. I will just show the link on the description page for the mind of some, I just forget, but anyway, I will just show his link. Then he always testing this kind of thing on the paper, and I practice. I just practiced it all the Pinterest or Instagram images. So, and this is also 300 GSM. So I tested on the back side, and front. So actually there is no difference between two sides. So that is good to practice both sides. Is behavior very similar. And yeah, so this is 300 GSM. And I would like to compare with them for the 300 GSM of Roy and the R-share and the Bockingford. So this is R-share and this is Roy. So Roy is very weak, and there is no mark, so that the Roy and then R-share has the front and the back side has a difference between them, and then the even though they are all the cold press, but R-share is more the is a little bit bold, but the Roy is very soft, and it really soft. So so when I practice, I did not use too much for the Roy, and the only one that I just practice the skin, and then when I just lift up, wash it, that is clearly removed, and then the color is also very nice. And the back and side, I always use the swatch paper. And but the Bockingford had this Ayrshire, and then the Mulroney has a clearly different, has a different back side. Um, but the Bockingford has no front and the back. Oh, actually a little bit different, but the when I use it both sides, um, that is good to practice. And so today I just introduce or review comparing with the other papers, other cotton papers, but the Bockingford is still good to practice. And so the beginners, for the beginners, just comfortably use it. And even though I just only compare with the cotton paper, but actually I always use this the medium Baohong medium paper. So when I just compare with the this Melon and this one is medium. Even though that I'm not good at that, I just practice. But all the papers feeling is different, but the color vibrant is the medium Baohong, the academy quality. That is a grade, but still it's good. So this one you can just compare. This one is 190 50. Actually the one is 990. That is a 50. Working for the pulp paper, that one is 300 GSM. The blonde Roy paper is a blonde Roy paper, and this one is Baohong Maiden. This is I use always at the Academy watercolor pad, and this one. So even though the feeling is a little bit different, but the color vibrance are very good. All three cases. So next time I will just review for the Academy grade watercolor pad at the Bao medium, because even I used it long time ago, but that is even though the same brands and same model, same, but the a little bit different. So I will just review a little bit deeply. So yes, I will come back for the review of the Bao paper. See you next time. Thank you.